How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be playing some ranked seasons. I'm going to be debuting the 93 overall Ichiro Suzuki along with hopefully 5 other cards. I'm going to be looking to debut Jay Buhner, Ben Zobrist, Jose Reyes, Evan Longoria, and hopefully a pitcher. I'm not quite sure yet who it's going to be, but I did also pick up Hal Newhouser and Juan Marichal for the rotation. So hopefully I can get one of those guys selected on the mound. This is going to be the lineup and the bench as well. Alright, so we get 92 Juan Marichal on the mound. This guy's got an amazing team. He's got 93 overall Vita Blue, along with Mike Trout, Bryce Harper. He's got the Joe Morgan, Manny Machado. Just a great overall team. Javier Baez, Christian Yelich. Just solid overall, Mike Piazza. So here we're facing Joe Morgan to start the game off, and I'm going with this screwball low and away. I'm looking to get a ground ball to the shortstop, and I threw it right over the middle of the plate. That's going to be a leadoff home run. And in a debut video for 92 overall Juan Marichal, I'm not looking to give up a leadoff homer there, but I did hang the screwball, and with a control pitcher, you really can't afford to get early feedback on anything, especially a pitch right over the middle of the plate like a slider. I was looking to throw that ball just off the outside corner, and Mike Trout sends it off the wall. So back-to-back extra base hits. I'm at least able to get one out right here with Bryce Harper, and eventually I was able to get out of the inning. Now we're going to be making the debut at bat with 93 overall Ichiro, and Ichiro is my favorite player of all time. He's going to be sending a base hit into the gap. It's not going to be enough to get 2 out of it because Yelich does get the ball in rather quickly, but 90 speed, 92 stealing, definitely I'm taking off, and a slide step curveball. He's going to be out by a mile. Well, it was a closer play than I thought, but I just didn't really get a good jump, and it was just kind of a dumb play to steal right away there, but at the same time, I'm looking to test Ichiro's speed out. I just recently picked him up, first online game. I'm looking to try him out, and I got caught stealing. But this opponent, I mean, some of these pitches were bad, and some of these pitches were, good spots, and this opponent was just hitting everything at this point. Top of the second inning, he starts off with a leadoff double with Baez, another base hit down the line. That's going to hit the white line, the chalk there. That's going to be another extra base hit for Yelich, a double, and Christian Yelich has been killing it in real life. Had like 3 home runs in one game, and just been tearing it up with the power numbers. And speaking of home runs in one game, Joe Morgan is going to send another one deep. That's going to be his second home run of this one. Figured I'd go with the fastball inside. But now with Giancarlo Stanton down by 4 runs, I need to try and chip away here. And I hit a home run there. It was up in the zone, and I sent that one out. So far with Juan Marichal, I do like him, and I do think that he's going to be very effective. I think this game is on Hall of Fame difficulty, and on Legend, I think he's going to be a little bit better. But so far, I mean, I've just been getting hit hard because this opponent was on pitches, and at the same time, I wasn't throwing pitches with blinking good feedback. I gave up a leadoff homer. The confidence was affected in that way. So there are variables that you have to keep in mind. I did try and take some mound visits to try and combat it, to keep him in the game as long as possible, because I just recently picked him up. I wanted to use him in the game. I didn't want to go to my bullpen, and my bullpen was kind of gassed in this one anyway because I only had some of the new guys that I put in there, like Raleigh Fingers and Felipe Vasquez. But with Jose Reyes there, I sent a triple out to off the wall, and I was able to score Ichiro. So at least it's a 4-2 game. I don't think the game's necessarily over. I do have to hit the ball, but the way the opponent was hitting the ball, I just needed to try and keep him off the scoreboard, and I was able to. But in this game, so far in this game, I've had situations to take advantage of and score some runs. There with Longoria, I wasn't able to get the job done, but I'm able to get a double play here facing Bryce Harper. That was a nice play from Ben Zobrist. I moved him over to first base because I brought in Trevor Story instead of Cody Bellinger because I was facing this Vita Blue. But the creative player Pablo Sanchez is sending one deep. The backyard baseball legend is going to homer there, making it a 4-3 game. Later on in the game with Stanton, I wish that ball would have been sent out for a home run. I didn't really get under it, but it was a curveball, and I sent it through the 4-hole for a base hit. Brings up Trevor Story later in this one, and I kind of squared that one up. I was a little bit late, but I hit a line drive right to Joe Morgan, and he makes the play there. And that's really intriguing. The way Joe Morgan played against me in this one is making me second guess. I was originally going to pick Frank Thomas, I think, for my level silver 1 diamond signature series card. But I'm thinking either Joe Morgan or Duke Snider or Frank Thomas still. I mean, all of them look really good. I don't really know which one to pick, but because I have that Ben Zobrist, I will have a utility player that can kind of play gold fielding at second base and silver fielding really anywhere else on the field. So that's definitely a nice card to have. Even though he hasn't really done anything in this game, it is a 4-4 game. Later on, I brought in the gold Nolan Ryan, and he hit a home run against facing Mike Trout. He hit a home run there, and I did end up losing that game 6-4. I dropped out of the World Series, but we're going to jump right back into another one with Juan Marichal on the mound once again, looking to redeem himself in this one. I'm hoping to pitch a little bit more effectively than I did in the first game. I didn't really get off to a good start, and that's what I'm going to focus on in this one. Facing Chris Sale, it's going to be a tough game because Chris Sale is very effective on these harder difficulties. I think this game is also on Hall of Fame. I don't think this opponent was in the World Series, and I definitely wasn't in the World Series after losing the last one. My record at this point is 34-8, but this is the first time that I'm using a lot of these cards, and so far I really like them, and it was worth putting the few hours of time into getting some of these cards because I do have them for the remainder of the season now. They're not sellable, and some of these Team Affinity cards should be pretty good, as Ben Zobrist sends one up the middle there. I'm just making a lot of these players' debuts, and in this one, Ben Zobrist was actually getting on the board. Here's Jay Buhner sending one to right field. I didn't really do anything with him in the other game as well, but in this one I squared up the ball there, but it wasn't sent out. Here, Evan Longoria, I mean, I was able to get a big hit in the last one. There, I thought that ball was going to fall, but Mike Trout is able to track it down. This opponent also had a really good team. And Ichiro up at the plate, he's going to send one opposite field. This Ichiro card is amazing. I'm able to get a couple base hits with him so far in his debut video. And, I mean, first time using them, I used these cards a little bit in Conquest once I got them, and I was still grinding out Conquest and playing with some of these cards in order to get some of those missions done and everything. But here with Jose Reyes, I squared that one up, sent it into the gap. I was able to steal third base. Just the speed and the contact hitting being viable and everything is just really nice to play in this year's game. It's something different. There I'm tagging up with Jose Reyes, 97 speed. He's able to score. Just a very usable card, and in last year's game that card was never used. I think I maybe faced him one time throughout the entire game cycle, and this year he's already on a bunch of people's teams, and there's a lot of team variety. I mean, every single team I'm going up against is completely different, and that's what I've been focused my content on. That specifically is making videos with a different team pretty much as possible, because I'm trying to debut as many cards as I can. As Jay Buhner rips one through the 4-hole, I'm trying to use as many of these cards as possible in this game. I'm not gonna be able to complete the collections right away, so I'm gonna focus on just using a variety of different live series cards, playing with different cards in Battle Royale, playing with different cards in ranked seasons, using these Team Affinity cards, and just showing you guys, seeing if you guys want to grind for these guys or put the time in to play March to October and get them for free, because I use the exchanges, and you can just get these cards from just playing March to October on various difficulties. I mean, you can do one exchange, which is like exchange 2 gold cards and then play March to October on All-Star, and you're able to unlock the card, I'm pretty sure. So there's a variety of ways to get it. I think that's the best part about this year's game. And here Jay Buhner is going to be able to track that one down. I definitely upgraded my defense a lot with having Ichiro in center field, Jose Reyes at shortstop and gold fielding, and Ben Zobrist with gold fielding at second rather than having Jonathan Scope. I have Evan Longoria with diamond fielding at third base. I have Stanton with his primary position, silver fielding in left field. Bellinger is probably my worst defender at first base, and that's why I kind of left him there, because he's been killing it for me. Here with the pitcher, he walked Evan Longoria intentionally, so I figured I would try and bunt, or at least have an opportunity to score a run here. I am swinging away at the same time. I don't really know what to do in this situation. I don't want to take a for sure strikeout, but I don't want to hit into a double play either. So I'm right there. That pitch kind of just froze me. And this situation, I'm looking to try and bunt. I don't know what happened. He missed the bunt, and somehow, some way, I was able to get in there safely. He didn't make the tag or anything. I don't really know what happened on that play, but I was able to score a run somehow, so I got the job done for the pitcher's spot and hit his, I mean, what else are you going to do in that situation? Your pitcher's up. I don't want to take him out in this game. He's throwing a really good game. I had a no-hitter at this point until like 5 innings or so, and this opponent maybe had 1 base hit so far in this one through the 6th inning. There he's sending one deep, so I can't say that anymore. But Mookie Betts hits a solo shot, making it a 3-1 game. So he gets that run back that I got on the whatever the heck that happened earlier in this game. But he also has Jose Reyes, and Ichiro's unable to make that play. Don't really know what happened there. Just kind of hit him in the feet or something. But Giancarlo Stanton is up in the game later on in the 7th. He's going to rip a base hit. I really like that Stanton card, and that's really the only card I have left that I can sell. And he's probably my best hitter overall. I mean, I have him in the 4 spot. He's my best hitter besides my creative player. And I mean, I don't really know because I haven't used Ichiro all that much. But here Ben Zobrist is going to launch one into the gap. That's going to be extra bases. It should be able to score 61 speed. And I've been getting messed up here on the base paths. My guys have been rounding the base a little bit more than I would like them to. And there I get picked off once again, or back picked. But I can already tell Jose Reyes is going to be an amazing fielder for me, just because he has really good speed, decent reaction, good fielding, and gold, and he has a really good arm. For the price that I paid for him, he's going to be usable out there for me. I mean, if you want a similar card, the other cards out there on the market are going for like 50,000 in Lindor, Tatis, and players like that. But I kind of got this opponent to take the extra base there. I was throw canceling a bunch of times with Ichiro, and I was able to throw him out. I don't really know why he went, but I was just going to keep throw canceling until, I don't really know. But I got the win there, 6-2. I was able to score a couple more runs in the top of the 9th inning. But definitely a good game, and I got the points back, moved back into World Series for the 2nd time. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm College Lefty, and peace out.